Last 30 minutes or so, this press conference from Governor Andrew Cuomo out of the state of New York, and he responded to that really mounting criticism that he's getting about this report and these allegations from the New York State Attorney General, Tish James, who says the number of COVID deaths in nursing homes is undercounted by 50%. Also in that press conference, we were learning that New York City will resume, and New York State, rather, will resume indoor dining on February 14th, just in time for Valentine's Day. But we've seen a lot of these huge cities, these municipalities around the country, either resume and restore indoor and outdoor dining. We heard it from Chicago officials a couple of weeks ago. My folks and my family back in Michigan, they're looking forward to indoor dining resuming February 1st. And we're also learning that outdoor dining will be resuming in Los Angeles County, and Fox 11's Gina Silva is live with us in Los Angeles to break this all down. Now, Gina, there's one specific caveat, that's for sure, isn't it?
Yes, there is. I'll tell you about that shortly. But let me show you around. We are at Zendeja's Mexican restaurant in San Dimas. That's just outside of Los Angeles. And customers are very happy to finally be here enjoying their dinner and drinks after a 2-month shutdown. This week, LA County gave restaurants the green light for outdoor dining at 50% capacity. There can be no more than 6 people at a table. And the tables, they have to be about 8 feet apart. Now, there is a new rule. This is the one you mentioned, Andrew, and that is that they cannot have any of the televisions on. They have to be turned off. And the idea is it's basically to prevent excessive gatherings of sports fans. As you can imagine, customers coming here, they're very disappointed, and so are the owners. And joining me is Tony Zendejas. He's the owner of this place here that's been here for many years in this community. What is your reaction to this new rule? TVs must be turned off.
Well, I don't understand the rule because what does the TV have to do with the COVID no TV? I mean, if you watch TV, you're gonna get COVID. I don't get it. The only thing I can think of is the Super Bowl, that they don't want to have big gatherings. But if that's what they're thinking, they're making a big mistake, because now instead of going to a sports bar and you only got 50% capacity, you could spread people around. You could go to all the sports bars, and there will be less people at home. Now, what they're gonna do? Now everybody's gonna have a home party and a Super Bowl party at home, and that COVID thing is gonna spike big time. They just messed up right there, big time.
Yeah, and you know, we spoke to an attorney who says that a lot of the restaurant owners, that you can challenge this new regulation because you're already following all of the other restrictions. And when you're talking about the tables, they have to be spread apart, 8 feet apart, and no more than 6 people to a table, and you're outdoors. So it doesn't make any sense. So the one attorney is saying you can challenge it if you want to. Are you planning to do that?
No, not at this time. You know, I just follow the rules. If that's what they say, it doesn't make sense to me. But we followed every rule. When they told us to close down, we closed down. They told us to open, we opened, and that's what we always do. Not that I'm happy about it, but we'll follow the rules, whatever they are.
Yeah, and I can tell you that we spoke with several of the customers earlier, and they're like, look, we came here to have dinner, have some drinks, and watch some sports, and now we can't do that. So obviously they're very disappointed. But as you can see, people are still coming in and really just thrilled to finally go outdoors, enjoy some dinner, enjoy some drinks with the family, and just get out of the house, right?
That's right. Everybody's tired of being cooped up in the house. They're tired of eating in their car. I'm tired of eating hamburgers in my car. And you can't just go to a place and enjoy a drink and have some dinner. Now, at least people now can come out here to San Dimas. We have a nice open patio. Big. It's so big that we got to spread people around, which is very safe. And people are having a great time.
Well, thank you so much for speaking with us, Tony. And yes, I can tell you this, Andrew, I'm tired of eating in my car too. So I'm looking forward to finally eating outdoors. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah, Gina, just one last question. A lot of these restrictions, everyone always talks about, enforcement of them as well. What are county health officials saying as far as, that is concerned? Because this seems so targeted, so specific, that restaurant owner there finds it quite arbitrary. Are they just doing this because the Super Bowl is just a week away, or do they plan to keep this in place along with this?
Well, they never really gave an explanation. They simply said, we don't want the TVs on because, you know, we're going to get a lot of sports fans gathering, and obviously the Super Bowl is coming up, and so that's a concern. But I think that Tony here brings up a good point, and a lot of people will be going to parties, you know, at someone's home, and being indoors is more dangerous than being outdoors. Regarding enforcement, you know, it's sporadic. They have been enforcing in some communities. If people complain, if there are you know, calls that come into the county, they've been to restaurants and they've actually fined some of the owners. But, you know, it's such a large county that it's very difficult to fine every single one.
Gina, last question for you. What's the temperature out there? Is it comfortable for people who are eating outside? I saw some of those heaters with the flames there in the background, but are people chilly, or are they comfortable?
It's a little bit chilly. We just had a storm come through California, and today it's finally, you know, it's not raining, so that's the good thing. But it is a little bit chilly. What would you say is the temperature? I mean, I guess I could check on the phone.
I would say it's probably about 50 degrees. Not too bad. California is cold, but everybody here doesn't seem to mind. They're happy to be outside, happy to be back, having a drink and having dinner.
Yeah, I don't think anybody minds the chilly weather right now. But yes, for Californians, you know, we're used to 70, 80 degree weather, so it is a little bit chilly. But yeah, if you take a look around, no one's complaining. I'll send it back to you, Andrew.
All right, Fox 11's Gina Silva there in Los Angeles. Thanks for that great story, and we'll talk to you again here on News Now from Fox. Appreciate it.
You bet.
All right, that was our last live report for the night here. We are going to take a quick commercial break. Looks like we do have maybe another live event. Just popped up on one of our channels, a podium there in Chicago. So we're going to monitor that at the moment. We do want to leave you before we go to commercial with this beautiful shot of the U.S. Capitol Dome there in Washington, D.C. See you back here in 2 minutes.